Hey guys, Bobby here. So I thought we'd just do a comparison today on the Sebenza 21 versus XM18. And I know it's probably, the XM18 is probably a better comparison against the Undenzum or woo, the Undenzum or probably even Sebenza 25, you know. I mean, this is a thick blade, really a hard use type of knife, and I'm not saying the Sebenza 21 isn't, but you know, the 25 is kind of designed a little thicker, a little more materials there, a little more solid. But so here I got, this is my newest knife right here. This is the 3-inch. As you guys can see, this thing just flips like crazy. The detent on this is crazy hard, and I mean it just really fires out there. But so we'll talk about the Sebenza. Sebenza 21 and XM18 here. But you see the deployment speed comparison. I mean, it's not even close. But yeah, so let's take a look at the 3-inch ones first. These two knives I've been almost primarily carrying, exclusively. Since I've gotten this one, since I got this one, I was almost only carrying that. And, now that I've picked this up, I have been carrying this non-stop and flipping it non-stop. Trying to break that detent in. You guys can see my finger is, I mean, you can flip this every which way. Look at that, boom. I've been even using this part of my finger because the pad of my finger has been getting worn out. But yeah, I love that thing. So here we got the slicer grind. Look at that stonewash. I love that stonewash that Rick Hinderer does. Very beautiful. Hides wear resistance, so you're not going to be able to tell if you scratched up or anything. I do like that slicer grind. It doesn't come to a super fine edge like the Sebenza does. I mean, you could feel a difference, and the performance is better too in the Sebenza 21. This is the Insingo, which I love that blade shape, but we'll focus on these two. You can see when we get to the smaller sizes, stocks are, almost the same. Titanium actually, just looking at it, I should have brought some calipers out, but it actually looks like the Sebenza has thicker handles, and the weight is about the same too. I was actually really shocked when I got this, like how light and little it was. I was kind of expecting a little more beefier knife, but so I mean they are very, very similar in size, weight, everything. My opinion, yeah, it has a bigger pivot there. I don't care for, I gotta buy that tool if I want to adjust it, and we'll see. The tolerances are really good, but as you can see right here, it's leaning towards that side. So it's leaning towards the right, just by a little bit. It's not scraping or touching or anything, but for me to adjust that pivot, I gotta get that tool, or actually me and one of my friends, we were talking about just dremeling a cheap flathead screwdriver, just dremeling the middle out so that it'll fit. And, I mean, you could do that for a couple bucks. So let's think about doing that. Let's see here. This comes apart super easy. I mean, it just does. You could clean this so easy. I actually just cleaned this one not too long ago, and I mean, it just came apart, popped all back together, you can't tighten down that pivot because it has the famous Sebenza bushing, so you can't go wrong with that. I do like, there's no stick, but there's no stick in this either. But just to go back to fit and finish, I have to say it's a little off to the right. So with this one, if I had to say, I'd say the Detent is a little too hard, honestly. You can see it. It just really tears my finger up. And this one, it's too light. It still flips great, but it is too light. So somewhere in the middle between this and that is the perfect detent, in my opinion. Some of you guys might pick this up and just be like, that is excellent. And some people might think that is excellent, which it is. It's really good. It's just a little too hard. Either that or this piece here, because of that hard detent, is, it's kind of sharp. Which I was actually curious to see if this one was, if there was any difference, but there isn't. But just because the detent is so hard on this one, it just kind of, digs into your finger. That's why I always use my thumb and everything else. But I love both those knives. So those are the small ones we're already looking at. So the large Sebenza 21. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably a little biased. As you guys know, I do love my Sebenza. I definitely love the XM-18 also. This one, as you can see, favors the right again. Not by much, but just a little. So, to me that kind of, it's just attention to detail. I think Hinderer knives are excellent, and I definitely like them, or else I wouldn't have bought a second one. But it's just things like that when you're, in these, for me anyways, the upper echelons, right? That's like things I look for, those little attention to detail things. Once again, hollow grind and super fine edge, which just makes this terrific for cutting. Really nice tip there. But if you're gonna pry, I'd probably pry with the XM-18. That Sebenza grind, it definitely, the tip won't break. Where this one, I doubt it will, but I'm probably not gonna try. So that's just the truth. I love the finger choil. I do love the ergonomics. You get back here, get right up there. If you need to, get all the way up on it if you have to. The Sebenza, although it has terrific ergonomics, you're not really gonna, do that or anything. You get up, but it's always nice to get your finger up there. However, you have a ton of cutting edge, and cutting edge, and in my opinion, that's the perfect geometry. It's terrific. And of course I have the Insingo, which is just terrific also. I really love the swedge they put on there, and it comes to a nice point. So you're not going to be prying with this either, but maybe you could use that unsharpened swedge to get under things if you needed to in a pinch. But I just always carry something else, like a little Leatherman squirt or something. But both these are terrific knives. If I had to keep one, it would definitely be my Sebenzas. I just would. Just little minor details. I think the performance is better. I do think these are built. Honestly, I'm trying to think, and hey, if you guys could think of a situation where this would be better, maybe prying a door open or something like that. If you're stuck in a room and had to jam your way out. But I'm thinking, I think the Sebenza could do it also. I just have to say that, you know, with the titanium, how rock solid this is, I think it could do it also. So that's just my opinion. I do carry the Sebenza way more. This one has been carried way more than this, and I might have owned them around the same time. I know I got this one first though, but you know, tell me what you guys think. Just kind of rambling on, I guess, but tell me what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.